replay analysis for PerdyCany. It's a ranked solo game with Nidalee where we went 10-7-14 and unfortunately lost. Give me a second, I don't need to cough. So loading in, we see you're playing against Shaco, Fiora, Ari, Azure Leona. Your team unfortunately doesn't have a very good level 1. I think if you have a more tanky, aggressive support, maybe someone like Braum or Alistair, or you have a CC jungler, maybe someone like Pantheon, I'd really like to see you invade level 1 against Shaco. I think one of the best ways to kind of shut down Shaco early and give him a little bit of bother is to invade, especially when they go with Smite Ignite. No flash makes it incredibly hard because they're almost always going to be starting with boxes. So you can usually catch them out and pick up some kills in the very, very early game. We'll just wait for everyone to load in. Seems like League of Dark Harvest is upon us. I think Nidalee jungle here is actually a good pick. I don't know exactly when you picked it. Maybe your team picked around you, but you got Renekton top and Jhin bot. Renekton, Malphite, quite tanky, so you don't necessarily need to pick a champion that's going to be frontlining or anything like that. So I think going AP Nidalee wasn't a bad choice this game. Hang on, let me just quickly switch to in-game so I can make it look a little bit better. Did you put this ward down? Have a look. Yeah, you put this ward down. Let's jump back real quick. I don't think you need to be warding this early, okay? It's Shaco. You're playing against a Shaco. Is Shaco going to invade at level 1? I mean, it's theoretically possible. Fiora, Ari, Leona, and Ezreal, not a bad team to invade with, but Shaco, do you really think Shaco wants to be messing around with his level 1? Probably not. So this ward, it's okay to ward pixel brushes. I think pixel brush wards at any point are good, but you can delay this ward by about 40 seconds and it will give you more vision. I'd say putting this down at a minute 15, a minute 20, much better. I think that's much more important. It's a very small criticism. Here, I'd like to see you walk more out here so you can see the Ezreal invade. And maybe just bully him a little bit with some spears, potentially. I don't know how mana intensive Nidalee is in the early game. Did you pick up? Yeah, okay. Is it common to go health pots on Nidalee? I'm not a fan of the health pot start. What we'll do is we'll quickly go over to op.gg. I'm 90% sure most people start with pot. I don't think it's a good idea to... Yeah, 95% of games, Machete's a bad start, but definitely a refillable potion. You shouldn't be going 3 health pots. 3 health pots is 150 gold, and it's 150 gold you won't get back after using them. I had this same criticism of someone who played Pantheon, and he went exactly the same way. He went with 3 pots, and I just don't think it's efficient. There are very few champions you want to start 3 pots on. Very, very, very few champions. Is it justifiable against Shaco? Potentially, but I think you just need to play better. At this elo, you just need to play better. If you can't go refillable pot on Nidalee at Diamond 5, you shouldn't be playing jungle, would be my criticism there. It's just gold inefficient. Health pots are just gold inefficient. Refillable potion is just so much better. We'll speed up here. Spear. I don't know too much about Nidalee's mechanics. I actually used to play it, but the new form I'm not too sure on. Seems like you've got the kiting down. Is it common to? I guess this route's fine. Shaco's route's a little bit interesting. Redder than the bot cheese. Okay, this is all good. I know you go for the gank mid. See now, this is where my criticism before is quite important. You do not have vision of Pixel Brush. You had vision of Shaco coming along here, right? But you don't have vision of Pixel Brush. This could have given you slightly more information about this gank and what Shaco's going to do. I'm probably turning on Shaco here because I can see that he's got 68 mana. And he's probably got Machete as well. Which means, I mean, what? He can Q or W and that's it. I'd be turning on Shaco here, bullying him out, looking at his CS, seeing that he's only got 8 creeps, and then being like, oh, maybe I can invade and get his wraiths or something. This gank's fine though. I think you should get the kill here. It should be first blood, right? Yeah. Right, your flash here. I'm not opposed to the flash. I think you could have potentially saved it. Nice spear. He should die anyway, because he just doesn't have the mana. He can just Q. Why isn't he queuing? How much is Q? 70 mana? Alright, there you go. Alright, good stuff. Right. I don't... You can see Ahri's mid and you have vision of this lane bot. I'm probably walking into this brush and backing. The reason why... You've just picked up a kill and an assist, right? So you're probably on how much gold? What's the hotkey? 800 gold. I'm probably backing and buying at this point. And look, you've chugged... Here's the problem here, right? Let's rewind a little bit. Let's rewind. You've got 3 health pots chugging here, okay? I'm not going to say that's an awful decision, but you shouldn't stack them on top of each other unless you absolutely need to. Because if you only pop 1 health pot here, right, you've got the time to see whether you need to pop it again if Leon Azrael comes down, if Ahri comes down or whatever, right? There's no reason for you to chug all 3 at the same time, because what you're doing is you're giving up 100 gold effective from whatever you just gained, okay? If you just click 1 pot, that's fine, because you can see whether your health completely regenerates, and then you can make a decision. You say, okay, I want to pop another pot because Ahri's coming down, I'm worried about dying, whatever. But essentially, this is 150 gold here. This is half of a kill that you're chugging right now. You push 1 here, you get the spear, that's great. You're on your 2nd pot now, alright? You shouldn't have pressed this pot. Back now. Just back immediately now. That's the best play. And don't press the pots. And then you're 100 gold up. Okay, you back in this brush, that's fine. So that's absolutely fine. My only criticism would be you've just wasted 100 gold. Literally just wasted 100 gold. Refillable would have been absolutely fine there. And now think about it. If you'd have had refillable, you'd have been in exactly the same situation, except now you'd have refillable. Right? You get what I mean? You would now have 250 HP in a click. Whereas now you don't have that. So yeah, going back here and buying, that's fine. Okay, don't miss your spears. That's just obviously a mechanical misplay. You smite too early. No reason to smite early there. Wait until you can execute it. I think you saw Shaco, so I usually like to ping whenever I see the enemy jungler. Like, I'm pinging exclamation mark here. Especially on top. Why aren't you pinging this? You can see where Shaco is. You need to be like letting Renekton know. He's full health, not full mana. But you know what I mean? Like, he's in a good position there, but still, you want to be pinging just to let the team know, because this helps bot lane as well. Ganking mid here is fine. This is good stuff. Sorry, that's my door. Give me 1 second. I do apologise. So where were we? You just got the kill mid. Clearing out farm here, you're going back to buy. Lucidity boots, I guess that's fine. I don't know if that's common on Nidalee. Again, 2 health pots here, I'd probably buy a refillable. I think that's more gold efficient. Because right now you spent 250 gold on health pots. That's a kill. You know? You spent 10% of your gold on health pots and you didn't need to. Alright, this is all good stuff. Help shove the lane out. Again, you've just popped both your pots. 100 health just to go and do... 100 gold just to go and do a blue buff. I'm not convinced. I think if you're low on health and you can't do this, then you back and then you go and do it. And you stay out on the field. You know, that blue buff, those pots have just paid for themselves, basically, from doing blue buff, right? If you go back and buy more health pots, I'm going to be so annoyed. Alright. That's 350 gold now that you've spent on health pots. It's too much. Too much gold. I don't know if you know this, but this is the highest XP camp after the first clear, so you want to kind of keep this camp on cooldown. It kind of sucks, because it's really out of the way, but it's a really important camp for XP. Here is fine, you've got the level advantage, you're 2 levels ahead, you can just bully him here. This is all good stuff. That's it, just farm, farm, farm. I've got no problem with you farming at all. That's right, don't listen to Malphite, you shove this out. Ari's low, so... I'm bullying Shaco here, I think. I'm stopping him from just being able to pick up some free CS. You've got 2 camps up, that's just a personal preference, but personally, I like to, here's what I'm thinking, right? I'm already ahead of Shaco. Shaco can be really, really annoying. I'd like to shut him down even more and make my top lane feel safe and make my bot lane feel safe. So the more I can pressure them, the better. Right, here's what I'd be thinking now, okay? Here's what's going on in my head. Back, buy, red buff, look for a gank bot, look for a gank mid. I'd be looking at Malphite's ultimate cooldown, you got like 50 seconds there. That's enough time for you to buy, red, go bot side, pick up this Cloud Drake. You already have good vision around this area. I don't think Nidalee can really solo Cloud this early, but your bot lane's got decent amount of pressure. Ezreal's got no mana. Your Jin's really ahead in gold, you're really ahead in gold. As soon as Malphite has his ultimate, I'm saying let's do Cloud Drake. Let's get this party started, you know? You want as many advantages as possible. So you'll go back. Okay. If I press X here and you've got more than 75 gold, I'm gonna go fucking ballistic. Alright. 265 gold. Why are you not buying a pink ward here? You've got the gold to buy 2 pink wards. This for me is simple, I buy 2 pink wards. Okay, you're an AP carry, blah blah blah, whatever. This is solo queue, this isn't really high ultra amazing elo. You need pink wards. There's no reason for you not to buy a pink ward here. You have the gold in your inventory, you've just finished off your item, you're not going to get another item for a very long time. It's not like you quickly go out and farm and then go back and buy a death cap, right? Buy a pink ward. Or 2. I'm buying 2 there. I mean, I play junglers mainly, but even with AP, I think you need to be getting pink ward because you want to pressure this Cloud. So let's pick up red. I don't like coming topside here. Renekton's got teleport, so I think you just let him teleport back in. Get your Q off. He's dead. Okay. Back here, just press B. I mean, your bot lane died, so it's a bit hard to make this decision. I only just noticed your bot lane died. If my bot lane didn't die here, I'm going to back and I'm going to instantly transition over to Cloud. Getting this isn't terrible. Again, you pop 2 health pots, so you've just wasted 100 gold. I guess Scuttler here. Chasing for the kill, probably not great. I'm pushing top now. Pushing this top turret. Okay, see the teleport come in. Ping it, probably. Wait for the stun to come in. Alright, you just... This isn't terrible. Right, pick this up and then back, I think, immediately. Yeah, I really want to see you focus a little bit more on dragons. I think you're kind of wasting time. You know, if you go back on this replay, like 2 or so minutes, you had fantastic vision around here, and that was your that was a really good opportunity with all the wards out to go and do a Drake. I'm not saying your play necessarily going top, holding the turret, getting a kill and all that, getting Rift Scarlet was bad, but I really think that Cloud's a pretty good Drake. It's the second best Drake after Infernal. I think you want to pressure that. I think with Nidalee as well, it's pretty good for your team. Against Ezreal, against Fiora, movement speed is useful. I think you're too aggressive here with no one on the map. Yeah, they know you're here. This is bad. You should have known that this was going to happen, especially with Shutdown Gold. Way too aggressive. Soraka Jhin aren't going to be able to help you here. Malphite's back in base. You know Renekton doesn't have teleport. You probably don't know if Fiora's got teleport. Way too aggressive. What you need to do in this situation, shove out the lane, transition over to Cloud. Put your non-existent pink ward in the Tribrush. And then just go and do Cloud. And win the game that way. You just gave up 3 kills. I mean, you gave up 1 kill and then your team died and made a bad decision to stick around, but that all snowballed from your first bad decision. Again, now you pick up a refillable 14 minutes into the game. This is too late to pick up a refillable. You just don't get it at this point. The effectiveness on your total HP isn't enough for you to justify a refillable. And again, you're 228 gold and you don't have pink wards. Just cover bot here, do as much damage as you can. Stop the turret from going down, that's the most important thing. Right, as soon as you pick up this kill, you ping Cloud like a madman. Pick up the fruit, ping Cloud. Alright. Covering mid isn't the end of the world. Missing your spear is. But you've got 4 people up and Cloud's up. I think you tell Malphite, hey buddy, yeah, you can transition to Cloud right now. You're just not thinking. Your bot lane is healthy. Full HP, full mana on both of them. Ahri's covered mid. Their bot lane's dead. This is a free Cloud Drake. I like the fact you're skipping over red to clear the other camp, and then hopefully you'll just go and hold top lane. I'm leaving these creeps here. Alright, I guess I didn't realize how low the turret was. I think you want to smite right at the end. Like, I do it as well, so it's kind of lazy gameplay. Pick up this mid turret and then go ping Cloud. Counter jungling's fine. That's a good play. Made a good, smart decision here. That's it, just harass Leona. Probably a bit too deep for my liking here. I think you should just turn on Ahri. Alright, two for 1 here isn't terrible. It's a shame you died, you had doubles. I don't think that was really your macro decision, though. That's someone else's decision. You know, you've just died and you're still worth 450 gold. Pretty impressive, man. You've farmed really, really well. Your CS is amazing compared to Shaco. Shaco's completely out of this game. But now they pick up the first dragon. 17 minutes. Dragons respawn every 5 minutes. You want to be pressuring that a lot more. Shoving out top here is fine. I think you need to go the whole hog, though. This is bad. You just need to shove even harder. If Fiora comes, that's fine. But, you know, you've got these creeps that you could have killed. You could have got a whole nother wave. Fiora's not even close to being up here. You would have killed these. You could have killed these creeps. You would have killed these ones into the turret. So that's like 200 gold that you just wasted by going and grabbing these. Iceborne Gauntlet. It's not a terrible choice. I don't like it though for quite a few reasons. The first one is you already have two frontline tanks. This is too aggressive. Very scrappy fight. Yeah, I don't like Iceborne here, if I'm honest with you. I think your team's tanky enough. You need to be pure damage. Especially like when you've got Soraka, when you've got Jhin, you've got like okay poke. You can be okay poking here. and be like in a range situation around like warded out areas, you know? Switch to human form. So yeah, switch to kitty cat form. Why is that taking so long for you to do that? When you respawn, you should be mashing R and W. Blue here's fine. You don't ping a lot. Noticed. I don't think you ever want to be dueling with Fiora. Fiora will always be... I mean, she's called the Grand Duelist for a reason. You're giving up pressure on the map here, and you don't need to. You just gave over more gold to Fiora. I mean, Fiora then makes a mistake, but don't try and trade with Fiora. Wait until someone else is there. Fiora's too strong 1v1. Shoving out here is good. You need to keep shoving here. Absolutely 100% you need to keep shoving. I know there's a fight going on, right? And you might be able to kill Fiora, and maybe you can save Jhin. But man, I don't know. It's tough to say. If I was in the game, maybe I'd be saying differently. But on a surface level here, you know, Soraka's 2-5. Yeah, alright, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. This wasn't great from Fiora. You're chasing here and you don't need to chase. Smiting on the Shaco box, it's good you know that interaction. Don't chase here. This is a terrible flash. Right, I'll tell you why this is a terrible flash. Shaco's going to kite you around for like the next 20 seconds. You're not going to be able to chase him. It's Shaco, dude. Alright, he's got his ultimate. He's got his boxes. He's got his E. He's got his Q. Like, his whole kit is based around you being trolled, right? You're chasing Singed here, man. All of the enemy team is dead. Push mid, get this turret, maybe even kill it. Look at the death timers here. You've got 14 seconds until Ezreal's up. You've got a cannon. You've got Jhin. You've got Renekton. You guys can just push mid here. But instead, you're chasing a 3-6 Shaco. Why? Why do you want this kill so much? This guy's out of the game. He'll have the back, right? It'll take him, you know, 6 or 7 seconds to walk here. He's 3v1. He gets stunned by Renekton. He's dead. No reason to be chasing here. Absolutely 100% the play is to push mid. This chasing is ridiculous. You don't even kill him. Like, you just this wild goose chase. I'm glad you pulled that off early and went and got top. That's a good decision. It's a good bait. In terms of tempo here, I'm probably saying... Everyone on their team's pretty healthy. I'm probably saying push mid, and then you go over and do Drake. Someone needs to go and deal with Fiora. That's not your problem, though. That's Renekton's problem. But yeah, you need to push here. You need to be very decisive if you're going to do this. Auto attack, auto attack, auto attack. Stick to it. That's it. Keep going. You got Malphite ulti. I wouldn't go kitty cat form here. I'd be staying range. You wouldn't be killing these minions. Get the inhibitor. Now ping back. Ping back and run. Right. Fighting here is pointless. You may feel like you're forced to fight because Shaco might be able to chase you. You've got to try and run away. There was no reason for your team to engage here. This is kind of their bad. This is Renekton and Malphite's bad, essentially. Okay? You got the inhib. Here's what I hate about people, right? After they get inhib, they don't immediately back. Right? They sit around the inhib area and they're like, oh, we're just going to kill some more minions or something. It's like once you got the inhib, there's nothing else for you to do here. It's like getting a turret. You just instantly back. There's nothing else to get here. You're not going to be able to push against these turrets with these shitty minions. You've got like, you know, 3 or 4 minions. You're not going to be able to push. You're going to be able to get this. These turrets will melt those minions. You maybe get 1 or 2 auto attacks at most. And now you're sitting in their base. Look how far you've got to run back to get to safety. My play is always get inhibitor, back immediately. No reason for you to be sticking around, even if you think you can get some kills. This is even high elo players are guilty of this. They stick around after inhibs. no reason for it. Absolutely no reason for it whatsoever. Right, now you've got an inhib, what you need to be thinking in your head is, what's the next logical play? Next logical play is getting Baron. Okay? You don't have the greatest Baron team, but you're ahead by a decent amount of gold, and you have the inhibitor down. You don't have a teleport, unfortunately. Their team has double teleport, which makes this kind of bad. So what Fiora is probably going to want to do is come down here and push. Alright, what you want to do is be pinging Baron right now, telling your team, hey, let's buy up what... Don't get Dark Seal at 25 minutes, dude. Right, pink wards here. Pink ward sweepers. Pink ward sweepers, go and get Baron. You got to set up your team, man. Your team doesn't know what to do. Right, get blue buff, that's fine. Like, clearing this side of the jungle, though, your tempo is so low here. Cloud, too late in the game. Like, 26 minutes, okay, it's a nice luxury to have on Soraka, but... I'm not doing this, man. I'm not doing this. You just got a kill as well. You just got 2 kills. Their Ahri's dead, and their Shaco's dead. Shaco? Right, ping Baron. Ping Baron. Chasing this is useless. Absolutely useless. Ping Baron. 3 dead. Their jungler's dead. It's Leona Fiora against 4 people. Renekton has ulti. Soraka has ulti. You've all got summoners. Like, splitting here is fine, but after you do this, you have to go over towards Baron area. Yeah, if you're doing this, you push really hard. Push really hard now. And then get ready to run. Okay, great. Now run. Your team should have started Baron. Oh, well, looks like you're, So what let you down there was just mechanical gameplay. You just didn't know how to play that mechanically. You don't know how to jump over that wall, you need to practice. Fiora should die here as well. God damn it. This is infuriating. Fiora's such an infuriating champion to play against sometimes. Wow, she fucking lives as well. Yeah, you had your avenue, you had your window of opportunity to get Baron. You've basically wasted inhibitor. This inhibitor being down. And you didn't get Baron to show for it. This is just you getting caught, being greedy. I mean, it's hard to predict, but whatever. I'm not going to criticize that play too hard. I think you've made so many other mistakes that that one's not going to be the one that breaks the camel's back, so to speak. Yeah, you haven't even approached Baron once. You haven't got sweepers. You haven't purchased a single pink ward. Like, I don't think I've seen Baron on your on this screen yet. Okay, now I see Baron. Okay. This is great. Fight it out. Put some traps down and immediately ping Baron. Okay, Shaco just gets the switch. Alright. I mean, your problem here is Renekton dying randomly. If Renekton doesn't die here, you pick up Baron and the game's over, right? But this is just what Fiora does if you let her get to 30 minutes. It sucks. You get an ace off. I don't know. I think Jin's like AFK'd or something. I don't know what's going on. Jin, did he DC? I'm pushing bot here, 100%. Soraka's already got Baron warded. Now Baron's the issue for you, right? They can take Baron. I'd be pushing bot there. Malphite can deal with mid, because there's no inhib down. These creeps are going to be an issue for you. Okay, that's fine. Trap. Put a trap down here. I don't think you put enough traps down. Could be better positioned. Teleport coming in. Press B. Good. Yeah. Can I go back on this before it exits out? Right.
Red team's turret has been destroyed.
I mean, Shaco kind of backdoored this, but I think this is a much harder backdoor. Shaco's just coming up to the creeps, right? He's just coming up to the creep line here, because Jhin is forced to push this out. The reason why he's forced to push this out is because a minute ago, you decided to go mid when you didn't need to go mid. And you should have pushed this creep. I mean, this is kind of Jin's bad for being pushed up this far, right? He probably misplays it as well. Oh god, this is awful. That's 100% Jin's bad, so I'm not going to be critical of you there. He's like the reason you lost this game. But part of that is because you didn't shove these minions. Chasing here, you probably have to continue the chase, because she'll stop you backing. Yeah, this is just unfortunate, man. It's an unfortunate end to the game, but I feel like if you focused a bit more on pink wards and Baron after you get an inhibitor. Once you get an inhibitor, you have to make a play around Baron. That's just League of Legends. That's what you do. That's how you win games. You don't just get a... It's either you get inhibitor and then you get lots of other turrets, or you get inhibitor and you get Baron. You didn't control Baron area at all well. You had Fiora split pushing, and I can appreciate that pushing down this lane at certain times stopped Fiora from being able to finish the game, but she kind of did it anyway. This game wasn't entirely your fault. Renekton is slightly to blame. Jhin is slightly to blame. Yeah, I would say here's the biggest takeaways. Nidalee mechanics aren't the greatest. You burnt a flash down here when you should have been able to jump the wall. That's whatever. I can't really say like how to improve or get better at that except for just practice. You buy far too many health pots and you should be starting refillable. You spent like 400 gold on health pots or something like that, and then you finally bought a refillable at like 13-14 minutes. Way too late for that, buddy. You didn't buy a single pink ward and you didn't switch to sweepers. Those are the things that I'd improve on if I were you, and maybe a bit more dragon control. That's what I'd be looking at. So I hope this review was useful. I don't think you played all that bad this game, dude. Like, obviously I want to point out you probably did a lot of damage. You're a hell of a lot ahead on gold. Malphite went AP, which is a bit strange, but weird flex, but okay. You did really well on CS. You can't really do much against Fiora. You shouldn't have died here bot 1v1. You should know that Fiora beats you in that situation. But whatever. I hope this review is useful for you, dude. Yeah. Take care.